Ma'am, Uttarakhand implemented a uniform civil code law under your speakership. What was the need for bringing this?
See, I first would like to thank Prime Minister Modi for being an inspiration to not all of us but also to our young Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami. And that inspiration came to us, and the young CM Pushkar Singh Dhami ji decided that uniform civil code is the need of the time. You've asked me why is it need of the time? I believe that in India, where there are many religions, there are many castes, and of course there are classes also. Yeah. If you look at the religions, caste as well as class, the weakest link is always the woman. Whether it is property rights, she bears the brunt. If it is a divorce, she bears the brunt. If it's a live-in relationship, she bears the brunt. So I feel UCC coming at this juncture is a way of empowering our women. Women for the longest time were just considered to be vote banks. Our voices were not heard. So when the Prime Minister and our Chief Minister say that we are going to give you property rights, it is something I should have gotten 70 years ago, but it has taken 70 years for the political system to come to this. Similarly, there are divorce rights. In this country, there are some religions even today where when the girl starts menstruating or she starts her periods, they consider her to be of marriageable age. Do you think it is right in the 21st century? I don't think so. We do not live in dark ages. So if provisions like this are made in the UCC, we are not only empowering our women, we are also empowering our society.
Oh, ma'am, was there any data or statistics that necessitated this bringing this law?
Absolutely. See, statistics and data is one thing which I'm sure the governments have had. But I also live in the society, and so do you. We have seen the suffering of women. When the Prime Minister said that talaq will be abolished, I think it was the women who were the happiest. So if the Prime Minister has decided, or if the Chief Minister has decided that UCC is the need of the time, it is based on statistics, it is based on the ethos, it is based on what is required in the society today.
So opposition and minorities have been alleging that it's a Hindu code and which has been imposed on everyone. How do you see this criticism?
I don't think so. I think there are times when we should stop looking at everything politically. Yes, UCC is excellent. Yes, it will empower the woman. Yes, it will empower the society. I'm not saying it is the last word on UCC. It is something a young state like Uttarakhand has come out with. We are Devabhumi. We have become leaders in UCC. So this is not the end of it. If we feel there are changes, of course amendments can be made. And at the same time, I would also like to thank our President, because she has ratified it and now it is a law in Uttarakhand.
So under the UCC, the live-in partners will have to undergo the mandatory registration, and there is potential criminalization of this relationship. Don't you think it infringes upon the fundamental rights of individuals? It violates their right to privacy and freedom of choice?
See, these are words which are spoken in Delhi. In societies like big societies, higher societies like Delhi. Have you gone and seen how women suffer when they are एक हिंदी में शब्द बरगलाए जाती हैं बच्चियाँ, and they are taken for a ride. She doesn't know what she's getting into, and who faces the brunt? It is the girl. So if you are old enough to decide that you want to live with somebody in a live-in relationship, we have no issues. You need to own it up, and you need to take a decision of telling the society. Why do you need to hide it? What is the reason to hide it? So I don't see why such a hoo-ha is being made in the bigger states of this country. go to the villages and see how difficult it is for young women, how they are taken for a ride, how they are taken, and then they live with these people, these young boys, and then they just run away, change their religion, get into a live-in relationship, and then just leave them high and dry. So I do not think there is any infringement on privacy. If you are young enough, if you are old enough to say, I want to live in a live-in relationship, this is 21st century. Please tell your parents. Please tell everybody that I want to live in a live-in relationship. What is wrong with it?
The law is not only binding for the people living in Uttarakhand, but also to those who are living outside the state. So how would this mechanism work?
See, this is for women, for citizens of Uttarakhand. Whoever marries a Uttarakhand girl or a boy, it is a decision that they will have to take, and then they will have to inform. So I'm sure this is soon going to come in the entire country. So let's see what happens. But yes, we need to protect our citizens. So it is done to protect our citizens of Uttarakhand.
In some cases, we have seen students enter into live-in relationship just to share their rent. So how do you see it? What will happen in such cases?
See, if this is, I don't understand if you're sharing, you don't need to say then. If it is not a live-in relationship, if it is just because you want to you want to share a room because you are sharing an apartment, then that is something you need to tell. And I'm sure people understand. It is, it's a free society. It's a 21st century India. And if you tell people that we are not in a live-in relationship, I don't think people even raise an eyebrow these days.
Ma'am, will UCC implementation have any bearing in the Lok Sabha election?
I'm very happy that UCC came under the leadership of the young Chief Minister, and I'm also thankful to the people of Uttarakhand that they supported us in this. It is, of course, empowering women, empowering the society. So if it benefits if people think that this is a right direction in developing India, in 2047 we want to see a developed India. I think it's a strong pillar for that. So if it works in the elections, great.
Oh. Elections are around the corner. So, and Uttarakhand has 4 seats in the Lok Sabha.
5 seats.
5. Oh, sorry,
yes.
5. Himachal has 4 seats.
Yes.
So what would be your party's agenda?
See, I am so happy that I joined politics in 2017, and since then a major platform has been development. We do not talk of caste, we do not talk of vote banks, we do not talk of religion, we talk of development. And I have seen this change in Uttarakhand. Women, men, youngsters now want to know what is the vision we have for the people of Uttarakhand, or for the people of, for the people per se. So I think it is going to be 5-all for the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is going to win all the 5 seats in Uttarakhand, not because he is the Prime Minister of this country, but because he has worked for every part of the society in Uttarakhand, whether it is women, whether it is tribal, whether it is youngsters, whether it is old people, whether it is kisans, whether it is helping or empowering women through self-help groups. He has touched every heart, he has touched every part of Uttarakhand. So I am pretty sure that it's going to be a 5-0 in Uttarakhand.
Ma'am, Uttarakhand has huge number of central government employees, and the demand for old pension scheme is growing. So even opposition has assured that if they come to power, they will announce it.
See, this
so
is,
do you
yeah,
think?
no, see, this is a decision which the government takes, and all the aspects are first discussed, and I'm sure the right decision will be taken by the government at the right time.
And also about Agnipath scheme, Uttarakhand has been sending a huge number of youths in the armed forces.
Yeah.
Has there been any change post implementation of the Agnipath scheme, which is just for 4 years?
See, I come from an army background, and I keep telling people that if I am getting an opportunity to be in the army for 4 years, in my formative years, I'm not going at the age of 40, I'm going at a very young age. In those formative years, if I am able to get a certain lifestyle which will help me build my future, whether it is discipline, whether it is being connected to the country, whether it is working for the country, whether it is seeing different parts of the country. So army gives you a well-rounded personality. It develops you. It helps you become a much, much better citizen. So if in those 4 years I am able to get that and also get some salary, I am appreciative of the Agniveer scheme, and I would of course there are people who say that it is only for 4 years, but if you do well, you will be taken in, absorbed in the forces, but I still feel those 4 years we need to understand are to build character of citizens of future India.
Ma'am, how do you view Rajnath Singh recently said that he is open to reviewing the Agnipath scheme? How will it impact aspirants from your state? Is it an admission that all is not well with the scheme?
See, I really appreciate Adaniya Rajnath Singh ji that he has decided that if there are things that need to be changed, we can change. Society is flowing, it's like a river, it's like water, things keep changing. Every minute there is a change. So nothing is permanent. So if he is saying that yes, we will look into it, we will again sit on it and decide if changes are needed, we will do it. I think it is excellent if he has said something like this.
Thank you, ma'am, talking to Asianet News.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
আমাদের ভিডিও ভালো লাগলে লাইক এবং শেয়ার করুন, কমেন্ট সেকশনে গিয়ে জানান আপনাদের মতামত। আরও ভিডিও পেতে আমাদের চ্যানেল সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন এবং প্রতি মুহূর্তে খবরের আপডেট পেতে প্রেস করুন বেল আইকন।